Alright, so we're looking at our gutter system here and just kind of mapping the ways in which it drops off the curved roof and hits this roof. So we may or may not run, we probably will run a gutter up to that point and have a downshoot to here. And then, yeah. But so far so good. Umbrella's still standing. It's pretty much a straight down force. But we'll catch that water, throw it across to this box over in here, and then have a gravity feed that sends the water back out to all the landscaping out there. It's not going to shoot past the screen. It's so much water hitting it today. But we'll get a good test on the roads and see where the water's flowing. You can just see it throwing right off of the main roof there. And yeah, there's a good shot of that one. Just pouring. But I think that's what we're shooting for. It's kind of trying to use as much technology and Yankee thrift to showcase both what can be done with little resources and found materials, but also trying to keep it in a way that has an aesthetic appeal, that's organic and beautiful materials, fits into the surrounding in situ. It's just a sense of being. I was asked as far as the evaluations on this property and the assessors and appraisers, and just a lot of people trying to understand what went into it, because it's rough around the edges in some places, being a farm, and it has some of the highest technologies. Bad pun, but I mean, just some of the tightest details with respect to some amazing trades and craftsmen and whatnot. So Hubbard and Forge lighting, I've always been a fan of theirs. Yeah, just like some really nice details. The Glue Lambs were upstate New York. Elam, fantastic group of people to work with to get some very custom beams, and Keening cedar for all the Doug fir locally here, and stuff to splice the cabin together. Blue slate coming from a quarry and some stonemasons in Northfield. So yeah, I mean, it's just lots of local pieces, lots of high technology, and some Yankee thrift. I think we've been trying to showcase lots of different pieces here, just as far as things that interested in me, that I found interesting. I was a fan of architecture, but on limited means. So, and this is the patio in the works. It was pulled apart a little bit more to be able to power wash the house. Get the lift in there. So that was one of the learning lessons about how do we stage an area around the building itself after the fact, so that repairs can be done, because that's inevitably what happens after a long build cycle. I chose to leave these cedar shakes not power washed, and may resurface that or take away the birch. I'm not exactly sure. Those pieces were less rotted out than what we had out here. But that was only meant to be a 1 or 2 year hold the beam up, extend the roof line, gain some added wood protection, keep the snow out of our way solution. And the next thing you know, it's a chicken coop, because we found a chicken in the back. Well, actually found 2 chickens in the back country, one which became our bird and pet, named Chicken, by my daughters. And at the same point, the challenge was she didn't want us to capture her And how do you get her through a winter but to create kind of a shelter that she found in the old wood storage box? So, that's now gone, and as was she by the bobcats that live up in the Hunger Ravines that were severely dry, and so this rainstorm's great. And yeah, lots of cleanup work that needs to get done. As we finish up some of the outside work, and I think I wanted to document this space specifically because of that water piece, the catchment and the rain flows that we just saw, but also because I think Beck and I just had such a fantastic, my son, experience this summer putting this extremely over-engineered solution together, more as an artistic piece than a need for that much concrete and metal column. But that was a few lessons in chasing the load. But then from an artistic perspective, it kind of, you can't quite see it from this angle, but it highlights the cantilever above it. So almost as if you were to follow that balloon framing that we did on the first and second floor to hold that west or eastern line of the curved roof. That would have been the exterior column point-ish. So, it was one of those things where I think the idea of the absence of it, the negative space, is conceptually as much of a part of this design. In its kind of the, 3.7 iteration, or maybe we'll make it less specific and call it a 2.8. But yeah, it is what it is. I lost versioning a long time ago, but not before we took a backhoe and got these huge, massive boulders set into place as stones for something, right? So whether that's the main entrance or a side entrance, it creates this vibe of kind of a dock right there, which I kind of like, and so I tried to mirror on the other side with the wood. So yeah, could we have gotten rid of that and made all beautiful patio and had it beautifully finished out with flowers all around for a better, higher valuation? Of course, but I think having that lived experience and holding on to those memories, even if they are falling apart, is, I think, much part of it. But now that the rain stopped, I'm going to take Mr. Ace outside, yeah? Want to say hi? All right, let's go. Peace.